Welcome to Bodybuilding Unplugged,
the new podcast keeping you up to date and behind the scenes for the competitive season and beyond.
with your hosts, director and head coach of Teamposing with Hannah and competitive natural bodybuilder, Hannah Mitchell.
And DFAC Pro and multi-time British figure champion, Zena Al-Kalabi.
Tune in and let us know what you think.
Hello. Welcome back to the second episode of Bodybuilding Unplugged. So in this episode, me and Hannah are going to talk through two shows actually, which is very exciting. So this past weekend, we've had the Two Bros Natural Show. That was a qualifier, and we've also had another BNBF qualifier, the Northern. So just going to dive right in really with these two shows. Hannah, how are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's been it's been a week. We were literally just it's been. I can't get over that it's Thursday.
I can't get over it. September in like 2 days.
Nah, let's not.
It's
Let's not
absolutely
even.
crazy. We're in like the literal peak of like the show season now. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, I definitely feel it though. Like,
Same.
yeah. We're not even competing.
I think it's more exhausting when you're not competing though, because like
Yeah.
being there for like other people is almost like you end up filling more weekends, because when you're competing you kind of don't go to other people's as much because you have to prioritize yourself.
Yeah, you
Every
selfish.
every weekend for 7 weeks I'm at a show.
No.
Yeah, honestly, it's literally like 7 weeks on the bounce.
Well, we are going to obviously speak about like not being biased, but we are probably going to speak about, the fact that he returned to the stage.
I
But like, even from that perspective, we'll speak about how he actually presented, etc. But I think a lot of people will resonate with you when you do speak about not having to be there for someone, but being there for someone like a partner.
yeah.
At the end of the day, you're almost like their crutch through it all, right?
I genuinely feel more exhausted after being there for like someone that I really care about,
Yeah.
rather than doing it myself. And I know Ethan felt the same last year, and I know
Yeah.
you're the same when you go and watch someone that you're like invested in. So it's like at the end of the day, I genuinely like I fell asleep in the car, and I was like, I'm so tired.
Yeah. And I'll literally be getting like, where you've got like the cold shaking sweats because you're just like the adrenaline has hit you and you're just like, this is not right. Like,
No,
yeah.
honestly, like I know we're going to talk about it when we come to it, but I was sat next to Theo when Ethan was doing the overall, and I was like having palpitations, and I was like, Theo, I feel sick, and he was like, Zeno, it's okay.
I mean, I'm surprised that Theo lasted the whole show if he's like,
I know,
he's so lean.
and he was still at good form at the end of the day as well. To be fair, so
You're just looking at him like, how?
there's me like honestly like dragging my ass around. Yeah, no, I love it. Like, I love watching other people. It genuinely brings me so much happiness.
I've managed to secure a UK DFBA ticket.
Ooh, very nice. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going as well. It's going to be a long day. I think the show is like probably going to finish at like 10 p.m. or something.
Yeah, the only issue, I say issue, the only thing with me is like so,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we're about an hour. The what?
You're not too far away, right?
An hour.
Okay.
So it's not the end. Like what I'll probably do is I'll probably come a little later than the start.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few clients, a lot of clients at UK DFBA because it's like Heart of England is pretty much the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the only kind of like it's not even really a qualifier because you can go straight finals, but it's the only show before the finals. So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
they've got the novice as well, but yeah, it's gonna be a busy day.
It's going to
Very
be, I think,
exciting.
220 athletes or something. But we should probably speak about that when it's actually there, shouldn't we?
I know, getting excited. So yes,
Let's
right.
dive into NPC naturals because we were just speaking about before we started actually recording that this was the kind of year, this was the time of year that I was competing.
Hmm.
Now, I did the NPC naturals, which was literally a whole month after. So it was the 28th of, oh, wait, no, 2 months, 28th of October
So yeah, that
was
makes
mine.
yeah.
So yeah, but how it's run is exactly like any NPC show at Maidenhead.
Mhm.
So they are very much, you're only allowed to go backstage at your set time. They split it into like male and female typically. You typically have to have a ticket for either the male part of the show or the female part of the show.
That's so strange.
Um,
I've
yeah,
I've watched one.
yeah. It's usually around this time of year quiet.
Yeah.
Um, it looked more busy than I was expecting.
Yeah.
That being said, I know that there was still a few categories that maybe had like two people on stage.
It's such a shame, isn't it? And
It is.
it's just like I think sometimes like I don't know why like I've never really looked fully into Two Bros, but they have so many categories, don't they?
So I do appreciate it in the sense that they do height
Okay.
and so it's height classes. They've
Hmm.
got then novice, true novice. True novice is that you've never done an NPC show before.
Hmm.
And then novice is, I believe, something along the lines of like you've never placed first or maybe something like that.
Yeah.
And then they do height classes. And like I said, at the end of the day, I do actually really appreciate it because
Yeah.
I'm usually obviously on stage with tiny people, but then you're in the overall with kind of with them anyway, and typically
Yeah.
they will look more like better proportions anyway. So it's one of those
But
that
like, is it the case that like you just enter like your height class and that's it? They don't kind of just take everyone and split them, do they? You just enter like, isn't like A, B, C, D?
yeah, I think it
But then,
goes.
like, what's the point? Like, do you not just think if they just had everyone enter and then they split them up on the day into like
I know what you mean.
two or
Yeah,
three categories, so they were full rather than having like one person in
yeah,
your height category and then you go on and you win your height,
yes,
but then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's hard. Like,
You know what? You're so right there. I think that would be a much better option. Like almost doing like small, tall and short, like,
yeah, yeah,
and then
just
at least there'd be like four of you on stage or something, right?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and put it in the submission box. Let them
I
know.
don't think that. I don't think my opinion is going to change too much, but yeah, I
The
can see
only
that.
the only main difference like something that it is quite important to obviously speak about within the podcast is it is a very different figure look
Yeah,
to a natural show figure look.
yeah,
They are more so looking for like athletic figure type.
mm,
You know, if you're comparing to say PCA, if you're comparing to BNBF even it's the athletic. It's if you came in toned,
yeah. You wouldn't.
it's no, they don't want that. They want to see the kind of similar conditioning to the non-tested NPC shows.
Yeah, and what from your experience? What was the drug testing like at the Two Bro shows?
So, you know what? This is something that I did really want to speak about because two little branches here. When I did it, they only did P test last
Okay.
year. And I
Yeah,
actually, you know me, I questioned, like, so where's my P going?
yeah.
Because I got randomly
That's the
selected.
thing because it's like, yeah, you can P test. Do they send it to a lab? Do they
I
just
was
pay
like,
money? It's expensive to send it to a lab.
I literally was like, can I have like I was like, can I have a receipt? I was like,
They
do I
hated
get,
you.
do I get like a thing saying, do I get my results? I
Yeah.
got nothing,
Okay.
right? However, this time around, they were sponsored by the company that I actually go to for my bloods,
Okay.
Transform Now. And Imran is incredible. He's very black and white of like, he's obviously works with a lot of bodybuilders, but he'll never be like, this is how you could maybe prolong your bodybuilding. He'll literally be like, right, so if you continue doing this, you're gonna die. Like
Oh,
he's very like, yeah.
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 Fine.
So that was amazing. So they were taking everyone's bloods apparently.
Okay.
Now the other thing to consider if you do NPC naturals, you only have to be natural for 3 years,
Rah.
which I don't typically understand because,
Oh, I just don't get it.
well, I think that blurs things, right? In the fact of, if you think, some people would see that and they'd be like, yeah, well, it's been 2 years, so
Yeah, exactly. Because realistically, like your blood isn't going to tell if it's been there for 2 or 3 years. Like
no.
once
That
you're off
it's
cycle, it depends.
could be
Realistically.
6 months, surely.
Yeah, like
Depends on the compound, but
this is where I have like my reservations about tuberous natural shows. And for me, what I struggle with quite a lot, and even the people that go there and complain, like they claim lifetime natty, is we're seeing people on the tuberous stage that have never ever ever stepped on a stage like you could FBA, BNBF.
I
And
knew you were gonna
in
say
my
that.
in my brain, it's like you're doing this show claiming to be a lifetime natural, but you're not doing a natural federation. So I'm sorry, but you're lying. Like
Yeah,
proving it wrong.
mate.
You are lying.
Last year there was so many, and it was weirdly bikini girls that were like almost freaking out about the testing. They were like, "Oh my god, so what do we do if we get tested?" I was like, "Why are you stressing?
I
Like, you
know.
literally got to pee in a cup, like."
Yeah,
And I was like, "You're stressing because you're not natural."
honestly. And like there's so many things as well with like what I don't understand with it is obviously like tuberous natural show leading to the tuberous natural that you can get your IFBB Pro card, but then you get your IFBB Pro card and you're in the normal pro league, and it just
Like,
doesn't make it make sense, Hannah. Like it doesn't make sense. So you're competing as a natural, you're getting your pro card as a natural, but then you're then chucked into a pool of a freaking Road to Olympia bodybuilders.
can you just imagine, like, me standing on stage next to, like, Meg Sylvester?
It's just I just don't. It's for me like I don't think I will ever like do a tuberous natural show.
So I
Did you
think they're
enjoy it? Was it good?
right. Yeah. I really enjoyed it, but
Did
I
you
think
explain it quite well?
I really enjoyed it simply because I think that, well, there's a lot of factors, but it was my last show and I did it as a bit of a like, this is new, this is fun. And what I did actually weirdly kind of enjoy about it, mate, it was like, you're on, you're off, boom, it's done.
Yeah.
And it was very like, oh, that was quite fun, but now I can go home.
Yeah.
Like, it was very short and sharp, and I did kind of enjoy that. Like, I'm not saying I prefer it, but
Yeah.
it was a very different experience.
Alright.
But what I do think they're trying to do now, this I could be like scraping from the air, right? But what I believe that they would like to do is have a natural pro league. It's just that they haven't had it running. I think it's only been 2 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe even 3. So I think they just haven't been running the pro, the naturals show long enough to have enough backing. That's
Yeah.
because if you think about it, surely PCA naturals would be right now in a similar footing.
Exactly. It'll be
So,
interesting to see where they go in the future.
and I think so. The reason why, like, I don't know if I'll continue with it, but the reason why I think I will continue with NPC full stop, because I do think the look suits me.
Yeah, I think like that was definitely one of your best like presentations as a whole. I think like I remember
Yeah,
doing it with them, and like I think just the way they posed, the way everything did suit you quite well. So
so it's really hard because then I'm like, I
I
go in. So in other words, I just got to start training. So No, let's actually dive into it. So
Right.
yeah,
I will also apologise on behalf of both of us. We are not going to have names for everyone, especially in these shows, because
yeah,
I mean they're not very good at posting two bros. So we're just going to go by even like coloured trunks.
yeah, like left, right, middle
That's
vibes.
point blank fair if we don't say anyone's names.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know if we know or not.
the thing is, we were saying like their social media, at least they have actually started putting up more things because they were actually only doing, I think, the winners. So
Yeah.
we're gonna just go with what we got.
Fine. So, do you want to dive right in?
Yeah. So this is the bodybuilding overall lineup. So these have won each height class, obviously. You can see on the left is probably like the smallest, etc. So going into this, well, we don't know who's won yet. This
No.
is just the
It's
lineup.
interesting, actually. It's a better way around because we don't know the winner.
Oh, yeah, we can like guess. Okay, I'm a big fan of the middles,
Yeah.
like
The back shot.
whole posterior.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like so much more like density and detail, isn't there? Especially when you
Very complete.
the one on the right. I think it just shows kind of like how much more muscle there is
Hmm.
going on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, arguably, the guy in red trunks on the right, his legs are probably like the leanest. But then I don't know if that's also like camera photo angle because like there's quite a lot of
Well,
shadow.
I would also argue that he might be too lean, that he's lost way too much fullness.
Potentially, yeah.
Because, like, yes, it is, you can see he's very lean, but he just doesn't have much pop
Big
at
pop.
all.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, whereas like the
Um,
guy in the middle is like bursting full, even on
yeah,
his legs as well.
yeah. And he's still got, like, glutes are still in.
Yeah.
Arguably, he could pose them a little bit more pushed out so that and maybe take his stance a little bit differently.
Mm.
A lot of the time when it comes to male bodybuilders, I find that anyway, they put the foot on the ball, but they don't actually do anything with it. And
Yeah.
it's like you need to like screw in the floor still to like show us that detail.
Yeah.
We have kind of not neglected the guy on the left, but
Yeah.
he has also got a great shape.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Um
I don't know if there's like a shadow on like his like glute area or not. It's quite hard to see on this picture. But he looks like, yeah, I mean, pretty good overall.
Yeah, like he's probably got the middle kind of
Yeah.
conditioning, but then
And
obviously not
size
as
even.
Okay, so who would you put as winner?
I'd go like from the back shot. Obviously we only
This is all we got.
like purple first, green second, red third.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, do I have to?
This is like a quiz.
I'm gonna like go to the side to then click. Oh, we got a front.
A front shot treating us now.
Oh, okay. Now this has solidified it even more for
Interesting.
me.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at those legs.
they're huge, but like I think Green's shape is actually it shows how nice it is. Like his quad taper as well is really nice. Obviously, Purple's quads are fucking massive. Like
yeah, I see what you mean. And he is again, he's got a very nice, like almost bubbly pop to it. Arguably, would it be like classic?
yeah, it would be interesting to see them like in poses, wouldn't it? It's so rare
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Purple's legs are huge.
He looks more conditioned as well.
Yeah, he does actually from the front. You can kind of see a lot more, can't you?
Shall I go next?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even know.
But no. Oh well, that's our opinion.
Well, maybe it'll be in the next couple of photos because, like I said, I don't think they did much in the right order.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Shall I go try find?
Yeah, I'm gonna load up the.
There we go. Way, we were right.
Oh, good job, Brody. Oh, yeah, to be fair, I think he deserved it. Definitely the biggest, and
Yeah.
he had the condition to match. So
Unreal.
being pretty good.
Congratulations, purple trunks.
Bad that we don't know their names.
I mean, to be honest, people. Well, we are going to try and get this on YouTube, so people will be able to
To let us
see it,
know.
won't they?
Exactly. Yeah, and I will get it on YouTube ASAP so people
It's
can
all
see.
good. Yeah. Now, this is a good lineup.
Is classic is growing so much. Like there was like 20 guys in classic at the BNBF show or something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, it's
You know
growing.
what? I mean, again, I am jumping ahead of the season, but that's gonna then, because I don't know if you know about WMBF and how they do it.
No.
So that hide
Why
your face. So they have like normal bodybuilding, and then they have at the end of like
Oh
each,
yeah, the golden era. Yeah. Oh my
yeah.
no. Ethan did the golden era.
So
Like they're
so
they don't have a classic category, no.
no.
Oh, that might change.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Imagine how many then they'd try and have to put
Yeah.
into Golden Era, or whether it would be one from each. I feel like that's probably going to change
Do you want to tell
sometimes.
people what it is? It means as though that some people listening might not know.
Yeah, so I believe, if I remember correctly, that basically once you have done your bodybuilding class, so I think they do it on, height or weight, I can't really remember actually, then someone gets chosen to then go into the golden era round, which is like almost bodybuilding overall.
Yeah, but like the most classic. So I think they all get to
Yeah.
do like a classic pose at the end of their
Yeah,
normal poses, and then they put like the person who looks the most classic into a
yeah,
category together at the end, and then you'll have like the Mr. like golden era overall. So who's
yeah,
the most classic person on stage, which is kind of like classic without classic, isn't it?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
guess like it's kind of good that they do that because it stops people entering classic just for the sake of it
And
almost.
they're not classic.
Yeah, because what
Yeah,
we've seen at quite a lot of shows is like
yeah,
people entering classic because they almost are too scared or they don't feel like they fit into bodybuilding, but then they are completely not classic. So
yeah.
probably, it actually maybe is better that way.
Yeah, I think it had a good like beginning purpose, but
Yeah.
I think like you just said, with how much it's growing, I just can't imagine how disappointed you'd be if you were like, no, I'm classic, but only one gets chosen or two, or
Yeah.
and you're just like, no, I wanted to
Oh,
do my class. Yeah,
I styled my moustache for this.
yeah. Right, let's get
That's why Ethan
into.
can't be classic because he can't grow
Because he
anything.
can't grow a moustache.
Oh, bless
Could
him.
he not like get some tattoo or something?
I reckon I could stick one on him.
Oh,
Um,
mate, everyone knows your tanning abilities now.
I
Me
know.
and Meg were talking about it today. Like,
So good.
it's renowned.
We're the tanning couple. Anyway,
Anyway,
classic boys. Now, I actually know who won this. Do you know as well?
yes, yeah, I do. It's a little bit of a cheat, isn't it? At the same time, looking at this,
Yeah,
I do. Well, I was about to say I do think it's obvious. I do think it is one shot that we're seeing. I do really like the 472.
the one next to
Sorry,
the left
the
one.
one next to
Sorry,
him,
I'm a bit blind. The one
who's
left.
got like a bit of a like
Yeah,
beard
yeah. I was
and a
thinking the
little
same.
tree.
Yeah, he's quite good for classic. Like, he has quite a nice like shape and flow.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably posing like quite well for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. 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 Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I think the guy on the far left for me doesn't look very classic in this shot. Obviously, it might be wrong when he does other poses, but like looks more like men's open in this shot. But yeah, I mean, I think Jack overall, like he has lovely shape, lovely flow. Like he's got great size to match. So yeah, like from this shot, even I think he takes it. To be honest,
Who's his coach?
I should know this. Is it Zach?
Is it?
I want to say it's
Because
Zach.
he just looks like peaked to perfection of like look how tight that midsection is. Like even the guy on the left, that his midsection is a little bit like, oh,
Yeah,
something's a little off. And like Jack's midsection, but like the like serratus, the lats, like everything is presented so well. Like he's got such a fullness to everything. Yeah, look at his legs, the conditioning that's coming through there. a lot of that is down to the posing, though. You can just see how classic is meant to be, like a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. Like effortless, like
Yeah,
flow,
yeah.
effortless, like
You're
shape.
not meant to be
Not
squeezing
like,
everything.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I think
So
that's
to be fair, he's also probably the only one that is actually presenting like
relaxed.
I guess I would say like almost a professional classic athlete there,
Yeah,
you know?
no, for sure. And also, just credits to Jack. Like he's grown a lot since he was last on stage, which
Oh
is
my God.
awesome to see. Obviously, I don't know the others like by name, but I've followed Jack for a while,
Hmm.
since like 2020 or something. So it's nice to
Hmm.
see him like growing and still thriving. So yeah, looks great.
So, so good. I do want to give like creds to the guy on the right as well.
He's got a
Like
lot of muscle.
a lot of tissue there.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's pulling a very good vacuum. That is fucking that's pretty sick. So
I wonder how long he held that for.
0.3 seconds. Okay, so obviously this is then the men's overall. Did it actually underneath that? Was that then the photo? Oh no, ignore me. So we all know that Jack won the overall though, and it was very, very well
Well
deserved.
deserved, exactly.
Yeah, fantastic. Great presentation. Okay, now
Women's physique class.
there we go. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
I find this class hard. I'm glad I don't have to judge it at BNBF because I do think it is quite a hard class. I think the ones I have seen, like they go for different things all the time.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm. I would say, especially in an amateur lineup, it's not about size.
no,
Like that's the
same.
one of the biggest things that stands out for me in men's physique.
Hmm.
It is a look, right? You want to be almost like as bubbly as we were speaking about with classic.
Yeah,
Like you want to look very capped. You want to have a small waist. It is
yeah,
about those ratios. People will have discussions regarding, whether the legs are judged, like whether the tightness of the shorts, da 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 da.
hmm,
A lot of federations, the legs are genuinely not judged.
really.
However, the overall look will be. So you don't
Yeah,
want like really baggy shorts like the person on the
on
right.
the right, yeah.
I
Because
would say,
I quite like when you can see like their teardrop. And I
yeah,
think that shows like that your legs are also in condition,
yeah,
which like I think like you said, as an overall image, it does look like good.
yeah, yeah. The guy bright blue shorts to the left is
Mm.
standing out massively to me, to be fair.
Posing, yeah.
Yeah, and just also again that fullness.
Yeah.
It's only one shot, it could be that all the other shots weren't so great, but he just looks like he's got that natural taper without even having to pose to kind of get into it.
Mm.
Very good delt caps.
And
But that saying that, the guy in the red, look at that waist.
tiny. Absolutely tiny. Yeah.
And he is posing very well.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I mean, none of them are bad. Like, I'd like to see the guy on the right a little bit more conditioned to like
yeah.
match the rest of the lineup. But yeah, I mean,
And
pretty.
better trunks.
Yeah.
It does matter.
It
Better trunks, a little bit more conditioning to match the others, and then other than that, I think the other athletes are very comparable. I think it is actually a very good lineup.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Very
Right.
nice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. On that.
Whee!
There you go.
I love how he wears flip flops.
I know, so funny.
Just make me laugh.
He always has them on, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's another men's physique. So we got the back shot now. Ooh, okay. So
Oh,
again, if we almost like speak about posing here,
yeah.
like if we look at the white shorts and the red here, that is definitely. I know that people are slightly off center and they're
Yeah.
like right in the center, so the camera angle, etc.
Yeah.
But actually, this is a perfect opportunity to say something that I did in NPC as well. There's not as many judges as there would be in other federations. So there's, I would say, for my show anyway, there was like 3.
Okay.
You should turn to the judges.
Yeah.
So if you're on the side, you need,
Yeah.
and you're like even facing front, facing back, you need to be so that they can see
Like,
your actual physique.
yeah, the guy on the right is doing that, to be fair to him.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's nice, yeah. I noticed Paige did it at BNBF, which was nice to see.
Good girl.
Um,
Okay. Oh, there we go. They actually handed like quite a few good men's physique shots here.
of course they did.
Okay, now yeah, look at the guy in the red. The guy in the red is just massively standing out
He is
again.
massive, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And it's just that waist too. Okay. It's like a drum roll now. Shall I just try and see if we can get there? Wait! Oh my god. I should be a judge.
I know. Great panel.
So, guys, yeah. We've got a name. David. David in the red shorts.
Cool. Yeah, he looks great.
He looks fantastic.
Looks
Congratulations. He
great.
bought the right amount of size, condition, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Bigger. Oh, look, I
Wow.
liked it. Liked by me.
And I did.
Love that.
Supportive queens.
But what a nice figure lineup.
So, is this the overall?
Yeah, I think so. Because Paige won her class, didn't she? So this
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the overall. Yeah. I don't know
What?
how many were in the classes, but
Yeah, this is a very good lineup because they're so different.
they are all completely different, aren't they?
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I love that so much because again, that just shows like the pure variance within the physiques. And yeah.
And I think it's nice for Paige to go up against people that look different again this week.
Yes.
Whereas obviously, like in the BNBF that she did, like they were all different, but these were all different in a different way, which is like so good to do because like again, just all completely different. Like the girl on the right has so much muscle. Like,
that's why my mouth is just open.
Like hard muscle, like almost.
I'm literally looking at it like, nah, you can't be natty, bro.
Why creds if she is because I mean that's pretty cool. And then the girl in blue has like a beautiful shape. It reminds me a little bit of Lucy.
Yeah. So if I'm if I'm thinking like more like NPC style, then the one on the right does stand out like a lot more to me. But again, the lady in the blue in the middle, like she's just captivating.
Yeah, just so aesthetic, like so aesthetic. Like you want to look at her because it's like I think as well. I think like you always admire what you don't have, and for me, like I've never had like a strong midsection. Whereas whenever girls come with like aesthetic abs, I'm drawn to it. So immediately, like when I look, I'm like, wow, I want her abs, you know? And her midsection is just like beautiful.
And it is something about like I think again the reason why it is such a nice lineup to compare to is because I remember seeing my photos and I was next to Amy. I can't think of her surname. So coached by Meg.
Yeah.
And she reminds me a lot of that girl in blue there, where her waist, Amy's waist,
it's literally like you could put your hand around Amy's waist,
like a single hand, right? And I remember seeing photos of me next to her, and I was just like, it was refreshing because I just saw it and I thought I could lose 10 kilo and my waist would never look like that. And it's almost sometimes that like reminder of like everyone's actual structure is so different and you can't fucking do anything about that.
Exactly. Like when I was next to Abby on stage last year at UK FBA finals, I was like, my waist will never look like that. You know, my waist
Yes.
isn't big by any means, but it will never look like that. And
Yeah.
that's bodybuilding, unfortunately.
And that's bodybuilding. And at the same time, I think I remember reading a post that AJ said about, and I think it was like on about waist. And I think I commented something like, well, that's why you just got to get twice as big then, isn't it?
Grow everything else so much that nobody knows.
I'll literally just like get lats like triple the size so that my waist looks smaller.
Well,
But then,
like the girl on the right here, like her waist
yeah,
isn't small, but because her quads and delts are like huge, it looks fine, you know. And Paige looks stacked as well, like
so stuck.
so juicy in this, like even more than last time. Like she
Yeah.
looks fuller, I think, as well.
I think she pulled off a little bit
Yeah, she's great.
compared to BNBF. There is a definite different look,
Yeah.
which I'm so here for. I was actually speaking to a lady about this today. Of when you do get on, when you're like planning your season, I don't think I personally would want to do a season where every single show I bring the same.
No, it's nice
You
to like
know?
bring something different, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, we should
Cool.
probably move on because else we're going to be here for like
It's
hours.
gonna be like a 2-hour podcast. People are gonna be
Fuck. No, it won't. Because had to like explain
yeah,
BNBF
we
last
can go
time.
BNBF quickly anyway.
Ooh, that's an even nicer little comparison. That's like a, ooh, okay. So, ooh,
Honestly though, like
fuck.
fucking hell, she's her delts and quads are nuts. But Paige again, I'm
Who
licking
is
his
she?
ass at the moment. But Paige holds her own.
Oh my god, look at me. I'm such a little fangirl. I've put what a lineup.
It's true that they all look amazing,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Oh god. Right. Oh, okay. We're still not. Oh, right. Shall I just keep? I'm going to just zoom out a little bit. There we go. Oh, she won.
Yeah,
Oh, Maggie Turner.
I don't know.
Okay. So new fangirl.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was again for NPC, like that was just a standout physique, wasn't it? Absolutely
Ooh,
beautiful.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Love cat delts like that. At some point.
Yeah.
Ask AJ to add in like 50 more sets of delts a week now.
I did watch your video on MBW.
The push session.
Hashtag plug.
Go follow them. Was it the push session?
Yeah. And it was like, more. And you were like, what?
They hurt.
That was good.
That
It
was
was
such
very
good
good.
fun.
Yeah.
Wellness.
Right. Well, yes.
Wow.
Amazing. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Obviously, good to see wellness is also kind of growing within the sport.
Yeah, it really is.
Um,
And there's so many like amazing like girls that now fit the wellness category. I think when it
yeah,
first came out, there was a lot of confusion, let's say, of what wellness was about. And I think a
yeah,
lot of people were just turning up with higher body fat. And again, like that's not the category. But
it's
now
really
I think over the last like 12 months, we've seen a lot of girls like that are like predominantly like lower body dominant and come in diced. And I love
yes,
it. Like a
yeah,
good wellness athlete like looks insane.
yeah. And I think it's even down to the presentation, they're presenting a lot better,
Yeah.
not so squatty to try and show that
Like
you
just like
know,
pushing their asses out. It's not
yeah,
about that.
yeah.
They the three of them look really good and she's looks great as well.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
really
with
hard to like
wellness,
analyze them without even seeing their back shot, to be honest, because
that's a massive part of it. Pardon the bun. No, but I think even with wellness anyway, I think a lot of it is down to the whole presentation.
yeah,
So it isn't necessarily just the shots.
no,
How are they going in between that? How are they doing the routine in between? That's so vital because it's a massive
yeah,
part that's
you have to see it, don't you, in person? It's not
yeah.
like
Oh,
oh hello, we have some booties.
we have some booties, and then yeah, that is a clear
You
winner
know,
there.
yeah. clear winner, 100%.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I mean, I would like to see them all a bit leaner, but that's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then actually, the lady on the left, I would
Chop her
probably
hair a
actually chop her hair.
Yeah, a little bit, just so that it sounds
Yeah.
proper.
But yeah,
Cool.
nice. Lovely jubbly.
Yeah, not a bad. To be fair, for not a big show, it's not a bad kind of mix of people.
Okay. Who is the girl in blue? She is standing out to me.
She's
Can you see her?
yeah, she looks great.
Oh my god! But also this girl and that girl. Oh my god! This girl. She looks lean though.
She does. They
Quite lean.
again another really strong lineup. To be fair,
Wow.
like they all look great. The girl on the right, I'd like to see a little bit leaner.
Yes.
That's all I've said
Yeah.
today. Christ. I hope I come in diced next time, otherwise everyone's going to be like, this girl telling everyone lean.
Oh yeah. I'll do an episode myself, and I'll be like, I wish she just came in a little bit leaner.
I can take it. It's fine. Like you can handle it.
Yeah, mate. Like you'll just say to me, Hannah needs more glute.
Oh, God.
No, but again, I'm a big fan of this lineup. Like already mentioned. Go on, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say it's similar to wellness. Like you have to see the move. You know, it's so hard with just a photo.
Yeah, but I do think first impressions within bikini class are so vital because especially when it's a big one. I think my show that last year, mate, I think in junior there was 25.
That's crazy.
So when I say like you have to walk on, grab them because there's not time.
Easy to get lost in a bikini lineup, isn't it?
Yes.
And if you're
very,
not in that
very
first like look at, you're done.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, now we've got some back shots, which is
the girl
going
on the right's glutes are insane.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
To be fair, they all have pretty good back shots.
Yeah. I think, wow, look at how the glute ham here. I like her presentation as well. Yeah. That's quite nice.
They all look great, to be fair.
Yeah.
Good set of booties.
Yeah.
Right,
good set of booties. Oh, okay, and then we're back to the front. Oh, God, yeah, look at her.
I really like her. I think she looks great.
She is a standout.
Cool as well, but like it doesn't look bad.
No, I think with bikini, tall isn't necessarily a bad thing because there's so much flow to the physique.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you've got so much ability to like come really tight to then come back out. Yeah. Mate, I'm hitting NPC bikini shots way too often.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it?
Because hey,
I knew it.
We knew it.
Yeah, she looked insane.
Okay, and we've got a name. Daniela. Yeah, massive standout there. Like, definitely deserve. Like, well done, Daniela. Okay, now we are
onto the BNBF Northern.
BNBF. How was the day?
Yeah, really good.
It's that.
I mean, I was running around like a headless chicken because I was.
Were you judging?
I judged some of it, yeah, but then I was also like part-time judge, part-time girlfriend, part-time glazer, part-time shouter for everyone else. It was a very busy day. Yeah, I know. But like, it was amazing. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. So
no, of course.
Are we starting?
Good night. Yeah, we'll start from here. I think this is the first
Ethan wanted to come into this podcast episode today.
Did he? Why did he not?
He might pop his head in at some moment.
Yeah, just right. And special guest.
A special guest, Mr. Kavanagh. But as a whole, I would say another incredible qualifier, like the standard of natural bodybuilding. And like you can tell that I get a lot more excited about like shows like this because I know the kind of ins and outs of the drug testing and things like that.
Yes. Do you want to go into that a bit more?
Yeah, I can do. So, at the BNBF qualifiers, all of the winners are P tested, so automatic pee in the cup, and they do get sent to the lab. And then at finals, it is random polygraphs and again pee testing. So they will sometimes, some finals they do everyone gets a polygraph, sometimes they do, you know, randomly selected. But yeah, you know, it is, you get off stage and you go and give your urine sample if you win. So quite thorough.
I remember Paige was saying that she came off and she literally like couldn't pee, and she was just like
No,
sitting
and they
there for
just
like
watch
ages.
you. I know. But yeah, I mean, it's done really well. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Should we get in?
Right.
Straight
Let's
in.
go. Lightweight. So we saw this gentleman, I believe.
Yeah.
I
Who
recognize him.
he is German. Marius is his name.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna open it up so I don't butcher these names.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I don't think we sent it over.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it open anyway. So yeah,
Okay,
first
lovely.
is
You can be the namer.
second Marius, and third Philip. And I know Ethan knew Marius, like knew of him before the show, so he is. He came over, and pardon if I am wrong. I'm pretty sure it is from Germany, but I might be a bit wrong. But
Hmm.
he is very good. He has a great set of quads, and it was another kind of thing of like apples and oranges on the day. Like
Yeah.
it could have gone a different way if they wanted a different thing.
Mm.
And I don't think anyone kind of would have been like, oh, you know, yeah, it's completely wrong. But you know, speaking not as my boyfriend, I think Ethan had like overall just the most aesthetic shape. Which took, you know, it's so hard to beat when you have a shape like that matches
Yeah.
your position.
I think, the lack of Ethan's organs really helps.
He doesn't have any, you know. I always joke, I say he's heartless.
No, because like he is obviously well, could be angle of the photo, but he looks like a head taller
Yeah,
than
he
than
was
second
taller.
place.
Yeah,
So like again, yes, it's based on, weight here. That is possible for that to happen within a lineup, and like we just spoke about within bikini, that can come in very well if you've got the tissue to kind of then provide the X frame. But
mm-hmm.
when you can come in that tight in the waist, it's just so
Honestly.
you're drawn to it, aren't you?
Yeah, I saw someone did a comment on either one of Ethan's posts or like on like something someone shared, and it was like if a bodybuilder was made in a lab, it would be
Yeah.
Ethan. Like he was like genetically modified bodybuilder. Like he's literally like if you could design a perfect shape, he's got it. Like he's got like tiny waist. He's got the
Yeah.
most beautiful kind of. He's just got such a nice taper, and what's different about Ethan now compared to his 2021 season is
Yeah.
when he stepped on stage in 2021, he was a lot younger and you could kind of tell, but now he actually
Yeah.
like looks like a man,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
like obviously just grown so much. So
Yeah.
yeah, an unbiased opinion, but very well deserved. I think like
Yeah, genuinely, and I think that again, that's something that has been cropped up in a few conversations more recently, with a few people. I bumped into Loz today as well,
mhm,
just speaking about sometimes it's not necessarily about like size,
yeah,
it's about getting that like level of thickness. Like,
yeah.
I don't actually think next time I step on stage, I don't think I'll have gained any like stage weight. If
Yeah,
anything, I think we're gonna come in
I
leaner.
was
So I
lighter.
think,
Ethan was probably almost lighter as well.
but the look is just worlds
So
apart.
different, exactly. And you know what this shot doesn't show actually, which I think, you know, anybody that was there on the day would show, is Ethan from the side was like standout. You know, his like glute, he had like hanging
Hanging
hamstring,
ham.
like literally like
Yeah,
hanging, posed well, smiled the whole
yeah.
time, and just like as a package, I think, you know, like it was very well deserved. But like
He
also
looks like he's chilling as well. Do you know what I
like,
mean?
he's so effortless when he
Yeah.
poses. Then like the proof is in like the practice. Do you know what I mean? Like he's
Yes.
spent so much time doing it.
Yeah.
And third place was also amazing. I can honestly say top three is outstanding. Cool middleweights.
as you can see from the caption. Again, ridiculous
Yeah.
standard.
The winner looks heavy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he looks
Yes.
like a heavyweight.
Yeah.
His name is Dustin. Very good. Very good. I actually didn't see this class on the day. I kept missing
I Yeah, I know that obviously the image looks almost like filtered, doesn't it? And it's just down to like how it's taken.
it. Yeah.
But it's good. I am pretty speechless. I don't think that I could even sit here and pick anything apart. They
No.
look so comparable,
Yeah.
like even down to, the chest, quads, delts, like again, presentation even
And I think
between first and second, especially.
I know. I think the first is just a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
Like has just a little bit more of everything. But
yeah,
yeah, amazing class.
amazing.
Literally nothing else to say. Just amazing.
No, sorry. Right, we're gonna just wait. There we
Hannah's
go.
messed up the order again.
Whoa! You know what? You can send them next time.
No, please, no, don't make me do that.
Now it's heavy.
Oh,
You know what? I'll put on my story, and
I saw, yeah.
I probably sound like a fangirl, but I've literally been following Jordan Long for as long as I know. Like,
As
I
long
think,
as you know.
but I massively appreciate well, Adam Powell. So many of his clients, I guess they just follow very similar, routes to Adam of like their level of passion, their level of education, their mindset towards training,
Yeah.
and towards the lifestyle. And I think you can just really see it within the results.
Yeah.
Um,
Jordan didn't have glaze on in the first rounds, which
yeah,
I'm not sure the reason if it was intentional or not, but like I think that did almost kind of it definitely didn't mark him down because it wouldn't have been the reason why, but I think that
it
definitely didn't
had an
help.
impact. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I definitely think that little things like that. It is just that little flicker, isn't it? Like, oh. But do we have names for top
Yeah,
four here?
so first place was Stefan. I'm
Yes.
not going to butcher his surname because I will butcher that. So we're going to go with Stefan. And
He
obviously,
looks very tall.
yeah, I know. But like to fill out a tall frame like
Yeah,
that,
that's what I was
it
about to
takes
say.
takes credit for sure. Second place, obviously, Jordan Long. Third place was Marco. And fourth, Eamon. But yeah, what a heavyweights like.
Yeah, I think I definitely
Yeah,
know Mark. I definitely know Marco as well, as in they don't know me. You know, one of those vibes.
they might.
Um,
They
no,
know who you are.
um, but they're just he just puts in the work. Like, look at those delts, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
Honestly,
just
phenomenal. We're
such.
feeling very nice today.
I know what's wrong with us.
Yeah, no, honestly, absolutely incredible. Like, what a heavyweight.
Look at the chest.
It'd be really cool to see him like against Theo
Oh, well, it's gonna happen.
in finals. Yeah, like it'll be really, really good to
Yes.
like actually see them together as well.
Oh my
It's going to be a
god,
very
that's
good
gonna be so good.
race. Yeah, crazy
When's
final.
finals?
Um, I should know September the something. Yeah, September. I'm not sure.
I'm just like going through these photos, like, where's all the rest of them?
They all came through really weirdly this time. We need to figure out a better way of doing it, I think.
I might tell you what, I'll just real quick so I don't like show any nudes, you
You haven't sent
know.
it, don't worry.
uh,
But yeah, I mean, in the meantime, when Hannah's sorting that out,
yeah.
just a quick little thank you to everybody that is listening and that has shared our stories and everything from the other episodes. Like, we really appreciate it. And always, if you want us to do anything different, please let us know. We are just winging it. So just fill the time for you, Hannah.
No, you know what? Saying that, I did have quite a few messages from people saying that they did really enjoy it.
Such
So
nice messages.
I think we are doing all right, you
Makes
know?
my heart happy.
Yeah. Okay, so it must have been that the BNBF went before then, before the
Okay.
naturals.
Fine. Did you manage to find them?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, got him.
You can
Okay.
reshare your screen.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Here we go. Right. Boom.
And we are back in action. Right, all the way up to over 60s. Oh, Gary's here again.
Hey. And who else do we have?
So we have Gary in first, Mick Shaw in second, and William McCormick in third.
Look, oh bless! Look at her,
I
man.
know. I think also one of the guys was over 80.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, definitely
Yeah.
over.
And in the
Oh
finals,
yeah.
they will split them further, but in the qualifiers, they just do it as over 60. So
I second place, big fan. Like, fair play. Like, he looks like he's actually been training, like, you know, one of them, like, all his life. You know what I mean?
yeah, like
I love that.
absolutely love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of muscle. His quads are great.
Yeah. But you know, Gary's just got the look, and
He does, and we've said it before. You know, he's just
yeah.
like an overall, just like really good, like shape and everything. So, yeah. Oh, I love it because you go from like the oldest to the youngest, don't you? On to teams. So first is
Yeah.
Paul, second Dan Jones, third Matthew Egerton.
Did he first place? Did he also do the previous? And he didn't he get second?
Did he?
Oh, maybe I'm getting confused
No,
between.
I mean, I don't recognize him.
Okay, you'll know better than me.
Oh, well, well, we'll talk about him anyway. So,
Yeah.
he's Keefe's
What
client.
a look!
Incredible. Like, sure.
Keefe's client.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Sure, but like it has everything, you know. Literally complete head to toe and lovely condition. Freddie, yeah, wow.
Yeah, I'm fully blown away. Like, teens,
Yeah,
you know, you'd expect there to be something missing, you know, that especially being able to get into that level of conditioning.
yeah. But like, just like obviously, you know, I think the winner for this class was standout, but second and third also absolutely amazing teams. Like second place, the level of muscle for a
Yes.
teenager is
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. And Matthew, as you know, came in lovely condition, great shape as well. So
Yeah.
honestly, the teens are blowing me away this year.
Yeah, I think all Matthew need, again, you can just see the height difference is massive. Like, is Matthew third?
Yeah.
Yeah, all he needs is time because of that like tall frame. And then second, it would be very good to see him maybe like, I'm gonna probably sound a bit harsh, but like maybe like 5 kilo off, then fill up.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10 pounds, so
Yeah.
so much muscle though.
Yeah, because he's got so much. That being said, it's almost as if he's just got so much like sweat and glaze potentially. I don't think that's helping.
Yeah, he definitely looks more like golden. He was definitely a power lifter or a rugby player, wasn't he?
Yeah, I see that. I know what you mean.
Oh, right.
Okay,
What a
Masters
category.
figure. Wow.
Absolutely incredible.
So, what's the age with Masters figure in BNBF? 40?
I want to say, I was actually thinking this during the show, you know. I don't know, 35 or 40, I think.
Yeah. The only reason I'm asking, right, is because I'm 29 next year.
Oh my god, you're going to be a master soon. I'm joking. That's crazy. I'm old now too, though. We're getting old.
I feel like a child.
It's crazy.
I
thought
yeah.
about this. I was like, I wonder when I'll go into masters figure. And then I was like, wait, is it 30? I was like, no, it's not 30. Then I was like, wait. And that's why I was thinking it, because I was like, I could be a masters figure.
Yeah, I swear it used to be 30, and then I think they did something about it.
Yeah. Now is like in the sport even is so young.
Yeah. Well, natural it is.
Yeah.
Not obviously, because when you're assisted, I feel like there is some kind of time limit, isn't there?
Yeah.
I am a massive fan of second place.
Same.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, she's
Like,
so much muscle as well.
and I'm here for like the almost retro vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
even the bikini.
yeah, she was absolutely amazing on stage. I
Yeah.
don't think like first was like a clear winner in terms of like
Yes.
just like complete package, like shape and
Yeah.
everything, but like nothing can take away the amount of muscle second has, and like you said, just the vibes. Like she could.
Yeah.
I also would love to just see her whip her heels off and do women's bodybuilding.
1,000%. I do
I
think
reckon she'd
that
be really good. Yeah.
I think she'd be
Whack 'em
really
off.
great.
Throw a front double bicep and a lat spread all
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah. I
Absolutely.
reckon I obviously didn't see necessarily her side shots, but I reckon
Yeah,
she's got
really
sick
good.
hammies.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Like you can just see again that kind of level of structure that she's
Yeah,
got, and that midsection as
I
well.
love
Like
it.
her hitting an abs and thigh, crunch
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
most muscular.
really good.
I'm here for it.
A good
Might
people
have to
behind
DM her and send a
it.
request.
Yeah, do it. And then I don't know if you remember, I've seen Shoma compete before, the one in third place.
Yes.
Yeah, really good figure athlete.
Yeah, love it.
Overall, I think she just, yeah, the others just took her a little bit on size.
I think this is a really nice shot
She looks
to kind
so
of see.
happy.
She looks so happy, but it does also show the level of conditioning that doesn't always come through in figure shots.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
you
these girls
know,
were like lean first and second on the
yes.
day, like really
Yeah.
lean, from behind as well. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's what I massively appreciate with BNBF is like the ability to do the T walk and have, more flexibility. It does showcase different parts of the physique that can sometimes be really hard to pull out in you know, in your normal mandatories.
yeah, no, for
I'm just
sure.
thinking I'm just gonna go to
What we're going
no,
to
I'm not.
next?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna
That's
just
that
stick with it.
category yet?
Okay,
Oh,
so this is a big category, mate, because not only, I mean, I've got 2 clients in it,
mm-hmm.
and then Loz,
Oh, stop it. My
back to
heart. Can we
stage.
just spend a moment talking about Loz? Because what
Yeah, of
an
course.
ambassador for natural
Yeah,
bodybuilding. Like,
absolutely
honestly, like,
beautiful.
I know you have as well, but like, me and Hannah have followed Loz like since she was a bikini athlete 4 years ago. And like, honestly, to see how far that girl has come, like mentally, physically, all
Yeah,
round. But like, I think everybody watching this will know Loz, and
yeah,
just absolutely just I'm so proud of like everything
yeah,
she's doing for the sport,
yeah,
and just to see her on stage, and like she genuinely brought something that was incredible, and it's just
beautiful.
so lovely to see, and I'm so glad that she did women's bodybuilding as well,
Yes,
figure.
same.
um oh,
I think
it makes me so happy.
I think what was really great to see was like I don't want to sound almost like a mom because obviously I know that she is younger than me, but she just looked like such a woman.
She yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah, no, 100%, like
Like she was on that
yeah,
stage so powerful
yeah, honestly,
and captivating
yeah.
and like yeah, regardless of being in figure or bodybuilding, it was like you wanted to watch her, you
Yeah,
know?
you did. And like just the way she presented herself,
Yeah.
like the level of muscle she's gained in those 4 years,
Oh,
outstanding. Like she genuinely held her own in like every category, like even this category completely held her own. And to see someone come from bikini to holding your own in women's bodybuilding, like that takes a lot. So
yeah.
yeah, I think just watching her on the day was amazing. Like her routine was beautiful,
Mhm.
and you could tell that she just really loved being up there.
Loved it, yeah.
And I know
You
kind
know,
of go on.
I was gonna say what I really respect as well, that that's her client in first
Yeah,
place,
yeah, Jess.
and I respect any coach that can do that. Not of like not to say that anyone would ruin their client's prep, but that's a lot of stress on the day to bring your client in as well as focus on doing the job yourself and almost like enjoying it as well.
Yeah, and they posed next to each other in the pose down, and it was just so special because you could see like how much like Loz wanted Jess to do well, and Loz like wasn't there like, oh, you know, my client or whatever. She was genuinely happy for Jess, and I guess it's a nice time now to talk about Jess. But what a physique! Like absolutely, I said to Jess on the day, I was like, wow. That's all I said. I was wow, you look insane. The amount of muscle, but also just shape and condition to match. Like she's gonna go so far in this sport.
So far. I remember our first posing lesson and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do figure. And I was like, no, you're not. I literally was like, you're not, sorry.
Look at that side leg.
Yeah, like, our first lesson was like, you know, peak, I want to say peak off season, probably not, because she's actually, she's, I don't want to say she's never pushed up, but she was never like in a bad condition. Oh my God, it was January.
Oh, wow.
Literally, do you wanna see? Right, she's got her eyes closed.
Oh, wow.
So cute. But yeah, an amazing athlete, an amazing, again, ambassador for the sport, because she literally embodies everything that it's about. Like, yes, she maybe struggled with certain, you know, days and things, but there wasn't a moment where she wasn't like, this is my choice, and I'm so grateful that this is my choice.
And she, honestly, the whole day, you could see how happy,
Beaming.
genuinely happy she was. Like, just, like every single moment, I think every time she got called out, you know, she was just enjoying it. And I think it's so special to like watch that. And then in third place was Emily. Amazing as well. Like, wow.
So good. And you know what? Has been on a weight loss journey for so long. You know, one of those where it's a ridiculous transformation. And she's just gone, again, the person that she's become through this sport is something that is irreplaceable. Seeing how she used to be a girl that would never even wear a sports bra. Right?
That's so amazing to see. And like that's the thing about this sport that like nobody else gets to see is like, even, you know, on the day you're just judged like completely based on what you look like right there, but then what you don't realize is like the journey that everybody's had to get there. And I think like actually being able to like hear that and like hear, you know, like what different people have gone through, it's like, it's so nice. I love it. And I know, like, you know, in Loz's podcast as well, it dives a bit deeper into like individual athletes and like what people have been through. So like it, you know, it's, I just love the sport, man.
It's great. I wanted to show this image because it's the same photo, but like a slightly different angle, just to show as well. Like, I don't know if you can see. Like, look at Em's ham.
Yeah. Wow, that is amazing.
And I don't want to say she hasn't been training long, but it wasn't something that she ever thought she was going to do. You know, it's one of those that she's just gone from. Here you go. Here's like. Start of prep until 4 weeks out was already 20 kilo down.
Wow, I saw.
Yeah, it's madness. Amazing. She's just done so well, and just like her confidence. And she messaged me actually when she stepped off the stage, and she was like, "I just feel like I have found my place."
Stop it! Oh,
yeah, and that's when you know
the champ is here.
The champ is here.
Pop your head in quickly.
Biggie.
Right, you've got 10 seconds. What do you want to say to the fans? Quickly.
What's happening, guys?
We have the BNBF Northern overall champ here.
Whoa, you just spoiled it, Zena, by telling everyone he got the overall.
Ruined it now, hasn't she?
Ruined it now. Episode over. No. How are you feeling, eh?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, one of them.
I told you.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. Same old.
Right.
Alright then, bye.
Bye. Okay, let's go into juniors. Another unreal class. And again, I feel like this gentleman.
Dante.
Am I just like thinking that I'm seeing everyone twice?
He hasn't been on stage. This is his first ever time.
What's wrong with me?
We all have our days. I only know that because I followed him for a little while. But yeah, first place Dante, second Talib, and then third Maximilian.
So,
wow, I honestly like Dante was a standout for me. Like he looked just full as a house, but also he had such a great level of muscle, especially for a junior, and being able to like match that with like very good condition. Fucking amazing.
I feel like maybe it's just that second photo. I feel like he looks a little like dull, tan wise.
It was all right on the day, actually.
Yeah, it could just be because then when you look at the lineup, he kind of
like,
looks
on the
matching,
day. It was pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't look like he has glaze in this photo, but like it did
Yeah.
on the day. He looked great. Yeah.
Again, like you just said, complete package there. Like there's absolutely, if you'd give feedback, it'd be like just a bit of everything everywhere, pal, wouldn't it? Like that's literally it.
For like junior, like at finals, like it's gonna be very, very competitive, you know. And I think second place is actually got a very similar
Yes.
to Dante, just a little bit less of everything.
Yeah, I was about to say he is definitely a standout for me, like especially his legs. I think if anything, if he wanted to, focus on something, it would be his like chest and top line, so like delts.
But I think sometimes like I don't know about you, but when I even look at them, I forget how young. Crazy, isn't it? Like these guys are like under 20.
Incredible.
But yeah, like I think top three were like clear 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, like you just said there, like when I think about teens, things like that, I just think about who I was or where I was, and I just think, wow, they've got so much ahead of them.
Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Right, on to bigger. Boom.
Okay.
So this is Louise, right? Louise Nadine.
You know what? I had a little stalk of Louise, and I didn't realise she competed like 5 years ago or something like that.
I was about to say, she's like a veteran in my eyes. Like she's someone that I've known of for a very long time.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then, I know why you'll recognise her, because I saw Caitlin Hill in her photos. I remember those shows that Caitlin did because I was following Caitlin at that time. So I was like, wow. And then it was kind of like coming back to me. So I think I have seen of her, but obviously she's then gone into hiding and come back. But yeah, beautiful show.
Me and Caitlin had like a 2-hour catch up the other day.
Oh,
so cute. Yeah. She's back in the gym a little bit, but also she's just off to Thailand.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Living her best life.
She is literally living her best life. Right, let's get into figure though. So yeah, Louise, again, massive standout. Like she has put the work in, she's put the years in. She is full in the right places, like good conditioning in the right places as well. Midsection is so tight, but just popping so much shape.
Yeah, it's very aesthetically very pleasing. But I do think Loz challenged her very well, especially in the evening. In the night show, I didn't actually see figure in the morning, but I think Loz's T-walk was beautiful, like perfection. And I think like Loz displayed herself really nicely in that. So I think she definitely, come finals as well, I think it will be like a good battle between them. But yeah, like Louise's shape is absolutely beautiful.
I think something, even Loz and I were speaking about it today, that it's quite difficult when you are shorter to have that same taper. Yeah, because you can look, who I think about who's short, who's got such a good taper, that Abby Courage.
Yeah.
right at the start of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
And she's small, but it works so well because she literally looks like a little pop-up box, right?
Yeah. But then
Whereas
she's tiny waist as
sometimes,
well, you know, like
yeah,
the tiniest of tiny. But yeah,
whereas sometimes when you are shorter, you've got to manipulate a little bit more to keep that same flow to the physique. So, you know, this is the perfect place for Loz to be right now in figure.
100%.
Yeah, and then, but her future is definitely going to be in physique because she's got the structure for it. Well, I say physique, you know, athletic physique, that kind of that path. Because I don't want to say like, oh, similar to me, not like that, but where she holds her body fat, like I did see like the back shots, for example, and like again, Louise's figure to a T of like even the glute pop.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like
Really
with
nice.
time, like we both know, like Loz is in it for the long game, and I think
Yeah.
Loz and AJ's post about kind of the show was like a really nice kind of like summary of just reminding like that she's still very young and like for this place at this
What was the
time.
post?
It was kind of just going about kind of like presenting like what they presented at BNBF.
Oh yes,
Like
sorry.
the balance of like
Remember.
you know not kind of coming in the show like completely diced to the bone because she's still
Yeah.
a young athlete and you know there's still 2 months till finals really isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think an amazing first outing, but like you said, the future of the
Perfect.
season and the future for her in the sport is so bright.
And Emily popped in again for this. To be completely honest, she did this for kind of like, I guess, fun.
Okay. Yeah.
She wants to do bodybuilding
Nice.
long term. She just was like, she just said, you know, about like conditioning and things like that.
I love people in categories. I'm like, might as well you entered the show.
God, yeah, exactly that. And I think it's great to be able to also have almost two personalities. Like she took it as like in figure, she was almost like quite like sassy, and then in bodybuilding, because she's actually a proper like rock chick.
Yeah,
You know what I
I love
mean?
that.
Yeah. So she took it in that stride, and I think that was beautiful.
Do you know who Louise reminds me quite a lot of the way she poses Vita from last year?
Oh my God,
So we can
yes.
see the
Who
similarity.
is getting on stage very soon?
Yeah, I see a lot of Vita in Louise.
Yeah. You know who I thought you were gonna say, and I don't know why. I think it's just like Hannah Bowden.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah,
Like just the
way they
the
present them.
lift. Yeah. Don't know why, it just popped in my head. No, amazing lineup though. Oh, here we go. Athletic.
What a
Beautiful.
This was a very good category.
You're gonna have to tell me names here, por
Okay,
favor.
yeah,
Obviously, we've got Jess.
Yeah, obviously Jess won this as well, which I think was very well deserved as well.
Yes.
Second place, Cassandra, and then third place, Lucy, who also did the Midlands. She did the Midlands. I can't remember what she came, but Lucy did the Midlands.
Okay.
As well. But yeah, I think
Amazing.
you know, just quickly talk over Jess. I think she was a standout
Yeah.
in this category as well, just from shape, level of muscle, and matched condition.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Second place, Cassandra. This photo, like, it's not a very good one, really.
It's not giving it like any justice, is it? But saying that, it looks like they asked for tricep, maybe. You know what I mean?
They actually didn't.
Did they not?
Did it? I know. I think they all just did the same.
That's quite cute.
Yeah, Cassandra had like a lot of muscle, especially from like the back. But
sick.
Yeah, really amazing.
You can see, like, if even when you look through, you know, where people come in through here, through the core into the waist, and then if you just look at her quad, it's literally like hanging off.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, so you can see that she's got a lot of tissue. I, again, only from this photo, because that's kind of like all we've got, I would just say that third maybe needed more condition. Would that be about right? Or
yeah, like I'd say definitely like a bit more condition, but like the other girls did just have more size as well.
More size, yeah. I hear you. And like sometimes you can't really do much, can you? Like with
exactly.
your
Yeah.
if you don't have the size there, you can't then bring like even more condition, can you?
No, exactly.
So it's about like the battle between the two. Now I am going to just get up the overall champs for this, which we can probably guess who they're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at which ones. We didn't have novice pictures, guys. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
It was a very. I actually judged novice.
Did you? Yeah, talk us through.
Yeah, like honestly, it's really hard to remember, like because the day just turns into a blur afterwards. But it was another like really solid lineup, and again, just people with like a lot of muscle. First place was Florian, second David, third Divine, and what like an amazing top three. Each of them, very well deserved. And I know it was like another head banger on the day, in terms of like kind of the judging. But yeah, we don't have a photo, but they all looked very good. I can vouch for
I
that.
can assure you of
I
that.
can assure you that.
And it comes to absolutely zero surprise. And I think like I wouldn't have even need to have seen this before to say this. That being said, okay, this might be a fun game. God, I sound like such a little nerd. Who would you have put like maybe second for both?
So I think I.
I've got mine.
I'm gonna do men's first because I know,
Okay.
like, I know who.
Okay, you do men's, I'll do women's.
All right, fine. So I think, fuck's sake. I mean, can we talk about best wheels now? Is that like a good time? Oh, we'll go on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of comes into this. So I think like top three for me for the overall was, and it was obviously Ethan lightweight, Dante as the novice, and then the heavyweight. Like between those three for me were all like overall contenders, all like relatively different. Like I think Dante and Ethan have some similarities, but the
Mm.
heavyweight was obviously just like a lot kind of taller, bigger, heavier. But I think with the heavyweight, he lacked the shape that Ethan and Dante had. And then obviously, like I think Ethan as a package, I'm gonna be biased, but like had everything, a little bit kind of more condition and things like that. But I think for me, second place would have been Dante for the overall. And Dante actually had best wheels, so kind of nice that they got one each.
Yeah, that is quite nice actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I would have put second like runner up, it would have been Jess. I
what
think I would
category
have
though?
athletic for now.
Yeah, I can see that.
But obviously again I didn't, and it is so important when people even hear me saying these slight opinions, I'm not there at all these shows. You do have to be there to see all of these things.
Yeah,
You know, I just think that bodybuilding, it just potentially would need a bit more actual, like almost width to it,
yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
So Jess
Like
actually
what?
come into the overall as a women's bodybuilder. She didn't do it in athletics. She came without her heels. So they judged Jess in the bodybuilding category. So
Yeah,
something that actually happened at my BNBF qualifier when I won figure and bodybuilding is I
yeah,
came into the overall as figure and I didn't
yes,
win. Claire won, but one of the judges' feedback was, if I had come as the women's bodybuilder into the overall, then it may have been a different result. And I don't think it would on that day, but it is something to kind of consider. Like if you are doing two categories, you have to think in the overall, which category am I best fitted for in that moment of time?
best suited to criteria. I am surprised that they said that, to be
Yeah, I
fair.
think they were just playing games.
Okay. But yeah, I think
I was
again,
definitely
just
more figure than bodybuilding, because I'm, it's still young, still
yeah,
very young. So
yeah. I think Jess has got a very big future in
yeah,
bodybuilding.
I agree.
I think just the presentation that I saw, I
Yeah.
think she did very, very well to fit the athletic criteria to a T.
Yeah,
But what's your thoughts there?
yeah, no. Do you know what? I love her in both categories.
It's hard, isn't it?
I really do. Like I'm a bit same as you in the sense that I think right now I can't think of any athletic girls that would beat Jess. But I
Yeah,
can think of,
that's
I can
literally that thought process I
I can
had.
think of women's bodybuilders that would.
Yes.
And I
Yeah,
think for me that
Claire.
means, yeah, exactly. Like, and I think to be like up with the best of the best women's bodybuilders, she still has a little bit of time to go. Whereas like she can be in the best of the best athletic
For
right now.
athletic.
And I kind of like, that's my thought process with my own competing is like, and
Mhm.
Law's probably the same, is like where you are right now doesn't necessarily mean where you're going to be best in 10 years time. And same with you, even like, it's just, that's where you're best right now.
Yeah. No,
Um,
perfect. But Louise, most definitely
Beautiful.
on the day, so stunning. Again, overall, guys, if you don't know, it's not person versus person, it's person versus criteria. And yeah, both of them, they just fit
Amazing.
criteria to a T.
Absolutely amazing. Cool.
And that is the end of the show.
God, we need to start getting this under an hour. We did 2 shows today though, so
I'm proud of us
yeah, I am.
because last week was probably the same time, but one
Yeah,
show.
exactly. And then obviously, we've got a few busy show weekends coming up. We'll probably end up splitting Heart of England and the BNBF show after that because it's going to end up being really long. But yeah,
Yeah, we've got PCA Wales
I'm going
this
to that.
weekend. Of
Yeah,
course you are.
that.
That's exciting.
Got Rosie competing, which I'm so excited for,
Amazing.
and Josh. So yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Cool.
Is there any other shows this weekend? Do you know?
Yeah, there's the I say standard NPC Race Strict Rumble,
Oh, okay, nice.
like proper, like I say,
Yeah.
normal NPC. Yeah, so that'll be exciting as well. So two big
Cool.
shows lined up.
Yeah.
But guys, if you did get to the end of this podcast, if you got to the end of the episode, thank you so much for listening. Please let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Comment down below, share, tag, like, all of the good stuff.
And all of the good stuff. And yeah, I mean, if you want to see anything else, let us know. Otherwise, we will catch you in the next episode where we will chat about probably PCA.
Probably
And
PCA.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Bodybuilding unplugged. Goodbye.
Bye.